Hello, you're tuning to Dongna Radio and Television Station, coming first with local news. At the workshop on National External Debt Management, jointly organized by the Ministry of Finance and the Asian Development Bank, the International Monetary Fund recently stated that Vietnam effectively manages foreign loans. According to the Ministry of Finance, the effective management of foreign loans has transformed Vietnam from a very in-debt country to a country assessed by international organizations as having a controlled and uncontrolled foreign debt level in the group of countries with a debt burden. Currently, Vietnam has become a low middle-income country. All economic sectors, including the government and the private sector, have access to foreign loans according to market conditions. The speaker said that, in this context, the management agencies need to continue to research and update the international knowledge and experience to develop appropriate policies and tools for national external debt management with the dynamics of debt financing in the new situation. The Department of Education and Training of Bien Hoa City has just held the summary and awarded the City Youth and Children Creative Contest 2020 and launched the competition in 2021. In the past year, the contest had 78 primary, secondary, and high schools in the city participating, a total of more than 220 products of teachers and students. The movement has helped arouse potentialities and promote creative thinking of teachers and students in the teaching process, promoting innovation in teaching and learning methods. The organizing committee awarded prizes to 8 collectives and 22 individuals with high-achieving contest products. The days near the Lunar New Year are the time when small businesses invest in many items to trade to meet the shopping needs of the people. This is when the fire protection work needs special attention. Long Khánh Market is the largest commercial center in Long Khánh City. Currently, there are 3 areas in the market in which Zone A sells clothes, fabric, shoes, and book baskets. These are items with a high risk of fire and explosion. In addition, the weather is in the hot season. In order to be proactive in fire prevention and fighting, the kiosks are equipped with fire extinguishers and also instructed and propagated about fire prevention and fighting when an incident occurs. With only 2 weeks left until the Lunar New Year, the market is getting busier. Therefore, a sense of vigilance and prevention of the risk of fire and explosion, especially for small businesses, is very necessary. Because if there is a fire, the consequences will be very unpredictable. Yesterday, officials of the U.S. Federal Reserve, FED, said that the FED will maintain its lending interest rate at nearly 0% and commit to continue to increase the purchase of government bonds in the context that the FED is efforts to support the economy in coping with the impact of the epidemic of acute respiratory infection, COVID-19. In January 2021 policy statement during the first 2021 policy meeting on January 26 to 27th, with a focus on the U.S. economy recovery trajectory, the FED stated the speed of recovery, economic activity, and employment have slowed in recent months, with weak concentrations in the areas most affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Speaking at the press conference, FED Chairman Jerome Powell said, the rebound of COVID-19 is placing a heavy burden on economic activity and job creation. The economic outlook continues to depend significantly on how coronavirus infection evolves, he said. Nearly 2 weeks after imposing a nationwide curfew from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. the next day, France found that the measure was insufficient to stop the spread of coronavirus and its variants. The government of this country is working on a third blockade plan. Over the past several days, many local scientists and leaders have called for an immediate blockade after the third curfew has not yet achieved the desired result. After yesterday's Council of Ministers meeting, French government spokesman Gabriel Attal said, The curfew has a relative effect. However, the virus continued to spread, and new variants also spread at a rapid rate. Therefore, we want to build new scenarios 2 weeks earlier. The French government is researching many options in which the third blockade is clearly emerging. That's all for the news today. Thank you for joining us and goodbye.